I have known Yonden Manya my whole life. He blessed my sisters and me as babies, and I always saw him as a sort of counselor for my family and many other Kalmyk families in New Jersey. Everyone would go to him with their problems when they were at their weakest and didn't know what else to do. He filled this sort of void that we have as a community after losing so many elders who are now passed. He was an elder that so many respected and relied on. It is with great sadness that I say he passed on last year in 2014. I feel honored to have been able to interview him about his life story a few months before he passed on. I hope that this story portrays his compassion and service to our people and inspires all of us for years to come.
Yonden Manya is, as of right now, the last, Mongolian monk who is alive among our community. He's 95 years old. His health situation, of course, is not very good, if I may say. But, he came to the United States in the early 70s and became a monk of the Nitsan Temple. And he has served our community in various capacities, not only as being a monk and carrying out the rituals and services, but also looking after the temple here, making sure the offerings are done, supervising the interior design of this temple, and as well as over the past years he has consoled many families, been very supportive, morally, spiritually, and so on. He is from Inner Mongolia. At a very young age, he joined a monastery in Inner Mongolia, and because of his interest, desire to gain more knowledge about Buddhism, he made the decision to go to Tibet. He studied at Kumbum Monastery in eastern Tibet in Amdo province, and he was also a classmate of His Holiness the Dalai Lama's elder brother, Taktser Rinpoche, later in the West known as Professor Jigme Norbu.
some Sani was
Yeah, there's a Chinese camp.
Oh, okay.
He almost studied finished. He nearly become the Gishi, final Gishi.
Oh, he was studying to become a geshe.
Become a Gishi, but
Yeah.
that time they already there's the Chinese come to Tibet.
During the time that he spent in India, he spent it mostly in meditation in Ladakh area, northern part of India, in the Himalayas. He did many retreats. And later on, through the community, the Kalmyk and Kalmyk Mongolian community, monk community here, invited him later on to come to the U.S. And that's how he came to Nizan Hurul, and he's been with us ever since the early 70s.
And I'm going to Shinton Shimbutua. She tumbled to the 9 82. In the MBN, it is Shimbuton. I think Shimbuton, young, the elixir and only Kachin Jewari. They like a mambo. Then I saw the language.
When I was very young, I had a very strong interest in Buddhism, learning, how to read many of the scriptures and texts that they were reciting during the prayer services. I always, complained and cried, to my parents. So my parents decided that it would be, the best if I stay here at the Nizan Temple under the guidance of Yonden Manya. So at the age of 6, my first grade I did here in Howell, New Jersey, and I was living with Yonden Manya, with my parents and rest of the family members back in Philadelphia. Though he has lived a celibate life all his life, the care that was given was very fatherly. The time that I was here, I was only 6 years old, but he looked after me as he was my own father. He cooked, he dressed me, made sure I had a lunch pack when I was going to school, and when I come back, ensuring that I take a bath and wash up, and and not only that, he was also strict at the same time, because this is the way that he was taught when he was young, and I think him being strict, of course, that helped us in our daily discipline as well. So these of course are very fond memories, and we always wish and hope that these memories and this relationship will continue. But as a Buddhist, all things must come to an end. As a believer and impermanent, and so we must cherish until the last moment. And this is what we do, what he does, what I do, and just make sure that he is spiritually comfortable on the day of his passing, and this is what we're hoping for.
중앙아 가둘lep기 요에 단다 하고 보면도
야.
디니 군주피게 데 다시놈보 공발이야 코란조 디니 군주 칼모 미만조 코란조 링가단 것도 와.
야.
코란조 피게 쇼스기도.
야.
피게로 파도.
야.
미조 투 계자라시.
야.
네 칼모니 용케야 칼모 만보여로 와.
네.
우르수는 관에 용케. 네 보리아 요레 투와 요레. 디마임바데 사네게 소포소 텐데 망보 요르와. 야. 군주 야 림베 델바치야 다. 야 둔저 양 겔침버려도 와.
와래.
genkiran nganzo shuma kadu tomato haku maride tene matoba yina genkira ni lodebo na rona so ti sonza ta chunjukan ni genkira gadin chmushira nambre tene gadin ding nganzo do namyan jeme nganzo jesu ira ye tuji che shugu ye ane genkira ni ane
Tusen kono tuwe kayo bari kayo tumendu magamsune ego mendu mede tumendu dakwani buji ya tumendu kayo mai ane dakwani sene yewo emade sangaya mendu dakwani sene ratua
laso gen ne nganzo shuma jeyon ya laso
mono meor
laso indi laso
ya
I think the concerns that he has is not only his personal concerns alone. I think this is also the concern of our elder generation as well. So I think we have to take those into account and take action and engage in ensuring that their wishes and prayers are fulfilled. And hopefully those will be. But then again, I alone cannot achieve all of those wishes and desires. It has to be a collective effort from the community, from every individual, and whether lay community or spiritual community, it has to be a combination of efforts, and only then we can achieve and fulfill their concerns and wishes and prayers.
Somaranyalai Serega